Hello. Welcome to another Tuesday video. I'm so excited to share with you. My name is Genevieve Coe, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. But I love to share stamping all across Canada, across the world. So if you're joining me today, drop a line in the comments. I love to hear and connect with you. Sometimes I send out a little happy mail to the people that comment. So you never know if you're going to get a little happy mail, but you're definitely not going to get one unless you comment. So for a chance to win, make sure you comment, say hello. I'd love to hear where you're from. Each week on Tuesday morning around 9 a.m., I like to hop on, share a little bit what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world, what classes I have going on, what specials, what, you'll probably hear a little bit about my life. So thanks for joining me, but we'll always make sure to do some stamping. So you'll get a little inspiration that way. So my goodness, so many things going on. I don't even know where to begin. But first, tell me if you had a good weekend. I am back from hot and sunny Florida, and I was in Disney World with my husband and my youngest son, and it's the first time we went back since the world shut down in 2020. And I just wanted to see what it was like, to see if it was as fun as it was before, how things have changed. I don't know. And I just thought it would be a fun getaway. It was really short. It was kind of sort of over the long weekend we went. It was very tiring on my feet. So 3 years or 4 years or whatever it's been, I have definitely aged. My ability to do that, like go, was waning a little bit. I might have preferred to stay a little more at the hotel and lounge by the pool, maybe read a book, nap. But my youngest, it was really nice to spend time with just one child. I have 3 children actually, but the older two were working their summer jobs and couldn't come with us. So it was actually really nice time to just spend with the youngest and give him attention. And he really likes the fast roller coasters and the thrill rides. I like Disney for like the family atmosphere and the It's a Small World easy boat rides, things that don't make me like green in the gills. But I couldn't resist making sure we did all those fun thrill rides because he enjoyed them so much. So we had a really nice time, and but it's good to be back. Good to be in my craft room because when I came home, this was waiting for me. This is the next mini catalog that's coming out in September. So if you've shopped with me, placed orders, you would be probably on my list to receive one of these beauties. If you want one and you're not sure if you shopped with me in the past 6 months or so, just drop me a message. As long as you don't have another demonstrator, I'm happy to send one to you. Just drop a note in the comments and I'll be in touch. And you could also try this link. I think it might still have the old Linktree/Stampin' for Fun. I think there's a link there that says request a catalog. It might say something about the old, like the annual catalog, but even if you fill out the form, I'll know that you want the new one. So go ahead and do that. That link is also for signing up for my upcoming classes. So September, it's time to sign up for September classes. So I have my usual monthly lunch, laugh, and craft. If you live anywhere local to me in Markham, Ontario, then come on out once a month. I do a lunch, laugh, and craft at the local Swiss Chalet restaurant. We eat our lunches. We craft 3 cute cards. Today is going to be busy because after this, I'm running off to the Swiss Chalet. So in September, it'll be the second Tuesday of the month. So you're going to want to pre-register for that because spaces are limited because the restaurant only gives us this little part at the back that we can use, and we'll have fun. And we'll probably stamp with some new things from this beauty. So definitely you're going to want to come out. And if you bring a friend, then you get some extra gifts from me there. So I hope to see you. The other thing, if you live in Canada, but you're not close enough to come to Lunch, Laugh, and Craft, I do have virtual classes. So my stamp camp, one that I have been doing, I think this is like our 7th Jennifer Cotton and I love to do events together, and we have been doing a stamp camp. And so we are focusing on, I'm just like scrolling around looking to see whether I have like a little flyer for it, but I don't think I do, or maybe it's hiding somewhere. But let me tell you all the details. I was looking to see if I have a flyer for it. I'm sure I do, but I can't find it, so sorry. We are going to make 10 cards as part of that holiday stamp camp, 10 different cards. And if you live in the US, you can sign up with Jennifer. In Canada, you sign up with me. We are going to be featuring 10 different cards using the Very Cute bundle. Now, I can't show you what that bundle looks like, but oh, I can show you that there is a super cute punch. Actually, I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can show you the bundle. So this was waiting for me when I came back from Disney, so I can't wait to play with it. We're going to make 10 cute cards. So this is going to be the feature bundle. If you want to add it on at a discounted price when you're registering for the camp, you can, but it's not included with the camp fee, because some of you I know are demonstrators. You might already have pre-ordered it. So, but you will get a goodie bag of like some paper, some embellishments, like just little fun things to keep to make your 10 cards with, and you'll have lots left over so you can continue to craft and play even after you've made the 10 cards. And then that class is virtual. So you'll receive the tutorials to make the 10 cards, and you can create them whenever you want at your leisure. But the cool thing is that Jennifer and I open an exclusive Facebook group, and we'll have fun games and special bonus inspiration for those of you that register for our stamp camp. And like if you want to watch that stuff live, that'll be on September 30th, but you can watch it anytime that weekend, or the group stays open forever, so you can check it out later. So that's a bonus part and fun part of being part of our stamp camp. So if you haven't registered for that, make sure to do that. And we have 2 optional classes that you can add on to that stamp camp, or you can take them on your own. One of them is the autumn leaves class. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of a couple of cards you'll make as part of the autumn leaves class. I just started playing with this gorgeous bundle. And with this class, the stamp set is included. So it's kind of like a fall theme class. We'll be using warm colors. It'll just be perfect for you to have those cards ready for the fall. You can add that on as part of the stamp camp or take it on its own. But if you add it on as part of the stamp camp, you'll get free shipping on that class, because we'll just include it in your stamp camp box. And then the other one is the sending cheer class, and you'll make 6 cards using the sending cheer stamp set, which is included in the class. And by the way, if you already have those stamp sets because you're a demonstrator and you pre-ordered, or you can substitute something else as long as it's the same or equal value to that stamp set. Okay, so we love having fun at the stamp camp, and I know the holiday one is really popular. So make sure to register for that ASAP, especially if you want to add on any of the special add-ons, because I know things are going to go crazy when this catalog goes live on September 6th. So I want to be able to place the orders right away for all the materials and things for your goodie bags. So make sure to register for that. So I guess that's news for the classes. Ooh, other big news in the Stampin' for Fun world is that I have a BOGO sale going on. So it's only for a limited time. So if you haven't joined my exclusive BOGO group, look in the description of this video, and there should be a link to join the BOGO group, and you can get my retired and previously used product absolutely free with your order. So all the information about my BOGO sale is in that group, so check it out. It's only for a limited time, so you are going to want to do the buy one, get one, because it is an amazing deal. You get my previous love stuff free with a order of current merchandise. Okay, so that is going on right now. And what else? Kits are on sale. Kits are on sale, so don't miss out on that, because kits are so useful, perfect for easy crafting on the go, perfect for kids. perfect for gifts, like gifts are perfect. So I just want to make sure that you take advantage of that. Okay, so let me see whether I can show you the other thing that's important to remember right now. It is, oh, no, I don't have it here. Do I have it? My share screen is not going so great. Anyway, it's just to remind you to, here it is. Okay. It's basically just to remind you to redeem your $6 coupons. So many of you I know did shop in July, and so you should have received an email with different coupon codes. August is the only time to redeem those coupon codes. So make sure that you do that before August is over. Let's see, and I'm placing a group order today. So if you live local and you want to pick up, I can just tack on to the orders that are going in from the Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. But if you live long distance, you can shop online or you can message me your order and I'll help you. Okay, so don't forget to use those coupons. If you don't use them, you lose them. Okay, so, oh, hello, thank you, everyone. Okay, let's move on to, if I think of anything else, I'll let you know, but why don't we just dive into some stamping? Sorry, it's always a bit of a, there, I just wanted to make this a bit bigger. Okay, who remembers what our product of the month is this month? Let me get this very cute stamp set out of the way. There it is, in case you need a little reminder. We've been focusing on the Earthen Textures bundle. So it's stamp set, coordinating dies, and do you guys remember what we made the past 2 weeks? So each week, I feature a different card. We make a different card using the same product of the month. So you get to see quite a variety. And then anybody who places an online order using the month's host code will receive a free class in the mail. And it's going to be the cards that I make in the following month. So those of you who shopped online in July and used the July host code, your packets are in the mail. You probably already got them. So you can stamp along with me as I create this card, but you always end up getting the tutorial, so you can just make them at your leisure anyway. Okay, let me see if I can grab the other cards. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so remember in week 1, we did this sweet and simple card here, showing off the beauty of stamps, ink, and paper. And then last week, you got to see this one more detailed. I wanted to show off that detailed die, some of the great dies that are part of that set. And of course, I had to play with some of my favorite colors, the fresh freesia. Got some moody mauve in here. Okay, so let's see what we're going to create this week. We're going to take out some dies. I'm going to use this sort of grassy die. One of the benefits of the stamp set, besides the fact that the dies coordinate, is that you get kind of these extra bonus dies, which I love. And I don't know if you remember me sharing in previous weeks, the stamp set is available in Spanish as well. So I think it's available in English, in French, and in Spanish. It's the only stamp set that is available in Spanish. I think they're testing to see if there's a market out there for Spanish stamps. So let me know if you want this stamp set in Spanish, but it's really growing on me, this set. Okay, so we're gonna use these dies. I'm gonna use some Mossy Meadow cardstock. So I just need a little bit here. So that'll be fine. And then some gray granite, And you're going to see a neat trick that I do sometimes. I am going to not only die cut it, but I'm going to emboss as well. So just let me find the embossing folder I want to use. I'm going to use this one, the Stripes and Splatters. Okay, and so these are like little mini embossing folders here. And I'm going to use the Splatters one. So whenever you're doing die cutting and embossing, I like to do the die cutting first if I can. Because if I did the embossing first, when I'm die cutting, it'll like kind of flatten all the embossing. So I leave the embossing last and I do the die cutting first. So I'm going to take this pot die that's part of the die set, and we're going to do some cutting here. Oops. I think I need my plates replaced, but let's see how we do. Okay. And so this is the magic of die cutting, is Stampin' Up! Designs the dies so that they coordinate with the stamp sets, but you don't have to use it with the stamp sets. So as you see, I didn't stamp it first. I just die cut it out. We've got the beautiful pot shape. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same with the leaf here. And I'm doing that on Mossy Meadow. So we're going to cut our sort of grassy elements. See if we can get that through. We'll cut our little grassy element. Don't worry about that. It sometimes makes a cranking noise. Okay. And then it is right in the die here, but you'll see there's kind of little holes. So it's really easy for me to use my Take Your Pick tool and pop that out. Okay. So we'll pop that out. Okay, so I think that's good for now. So everything's getting sideways. In the meantime, tell me in the comments what you did this weekend. I doubt it was as exciting as going to Disney World, but maybe it was. Oh, you know what? Yeah, like another whole weekend has passed. So the long weekend was like the weekend before. This past weekend, I just laid low at home, really. Okay. Before I stop die cutting, you know what? We're gonna need other dies. So I'm just gonna keep cutting here while I have my cut and emboss machine. Let me see whether this is the right size or whether it's too, we might have to go to the bigger size cut and emboss machine. Let's see. Oh no, I think we might be okay. So I'm using the Stylish Shapes dies. I don't even know if they're in stock. They're super popular. If you haven't picked them up, you should, because you've got all these different shapes, the circle, the square, and the banners. But I don't know. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm always using these. I love the circles together. So I am going to take the gray granite again. Oh, I wonder whether we can use this piece. It might be a little tight. Maybe. We'll try it. If I'm getting the right size here. I might actually need the larger size. Hold on a minute. Just want to make sure. I think I'm okay. Okay. Just roll that. So I like to use the layering circles just to give a bit of an effect. Who else uses these dies a lot? Who else likes to layer their circles up? So we're going to do this one, and then we are going to get a slightly larger circle. But I'm going to go with, I think, the pebbled path. So Okay, so the pebbled path just gives a nice contrast to the gray granite there. Let's see whether this works. Yep, perfect. And if you don't have any dies, I strongly suggest you consider getting them. Of course, there's nothing to be ashamed of if you like to stick with stamps, ink, and paper. But I hope the microphone's picking up my voice. I keep turning my head, and I'm worried you can't hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We've got that. Okay, so we've got the gray granite and the smoky slate, and see how nice that is with the piercing. I love the stylish shapes dies. And then we cut out the little grassy bit and the pot. And then this is where I'm going to add the splatters to the pot. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the splatters embossing folder. We'll take our bottom plate, and then I think then we need plate number 4. And we'll roll it through. And then we've got a magic pot that is embossed with splatters. Doesn't that look awesome? So don't forget that trick that you can die cut and then emboss to give your die cut some texture. Okay, so I'm not going to need the whole pot. Here, I think I can put my cut and emboss machine away now. So our cut and emboss machine, we've got a mini, we've got a full size. So I was just using the mini today because it's so easy to just move around my table and everything. Okay. Let's see, have we got the pieces we need? Okay, so you can see I'm building my little image here, but I thought it would be nice not to have the pot quite so large. So I'm going to just cut the pot to make it a little bit shorter. Because we can. Why not? Right? And there's our little pot. So we'll adhere that on the back. Okay, you can make the grass as high or as low as you want. Okay, I'm going to put these 2 pieces together. There we go. Okay, so let's finish off the rest of our card. I'm going to go back to the gray granite, and that will be our card base. So to make a card, really, I should have probably started with the base because that's where we build everything from, but I just got so excited about die cutting out all my little shapes. But we'll take our 8.5 by 11 cardstock and we'll cut it in half at 5.5. That's how easy it is to make our card base, or the kind of the foundation of the card. We're just going to turn it, and then we're scoring at 4.25. Okay, and there you go. So 1 sheet of cardstock will make you 2 cards. But we're just making 1 today, but I'll save this piece for another time. But sometimes when I want to be extra efficient, I'll just make 2 at a time because I've already cut that base. Okay, and then, oh, I didn't check the measurements, but I'm going to grab some Misty Moonlight. And I thought it went really nicely. It's a blue that goes really nicely with the gray granite. And let's cut it. Oh, I don't know. I hope I got it right. Let's try. I don't know. I should have measured my sample card before I started here. I'm guessing it's probably about, let's try. Five inches by 3 3/4. Let's see how that works. That might be too big. Okay, so I think I had it smaller. So let's try 3.5 inches. It might even be smaller, by 4 3/4 inches. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks a little better, I think. Let's make it even narrower. If I'm off, I'm off. Okay, and it actually works better with our DSP. So I'm going to go 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. That looks better. And then I'm going to grab our coordinating designer series paper. And it is the beautiful Earthen Elegance designer series paper. You can see I've been using it. I've got all these cut up bits here. But let's see whether we can find the pieces we need. Okay, so I think these two pieces go really nicely together. And our designer series paper is always double-sided. So it's always like a challenge. Which side am I going to use? How many of you get stuck on that's like an extra minute of making your card, trying to decide which card? Oh, I'll show you a card for Lunch, Laugh, and Craft today. This is one of the cards we're making at Lunch, Laugh, and Craft today. If you don't want to see, don't look if you're coming to Lunch, Laugh, and Craft. But it probably took me almost 3 minutes to decide, am I using this side or am I using the other side? Look at this side is so cute too. So originally the card was going to be this side facing up, but then when I went to adhere it, I was like, oh, but the daisies. So then it ended up being this way. So you tell me in the comments how you normally decide which side to use. Do you kind of go back and forth? If you're making 2 cards, you could do one and make one side and make one the other side. Anyway, so what we're going to do is I think we're going to cut this at 3 inches. Okay, 3 inches. Let's try 3 inches by 2 inches. Okay, and then this part we'll try 3 inches. I don't know. We can try by 2, 2.5. Let's see. So I did it by 2.5. Okay, so that I could just kind of layer them on top of each other. So let's adhere that down. Can you see how the card's coming together? And you're going to be like, Genevieve does not usually use blues and grays, but even I can break out of the mold. This stamp set is not my usual flowery, girly thing, but it works well for masculine cards, or sometimes you just want a different feel, right? So that's why I couldn't do everything pink and purple. So hopefully you're liking this card so far. And this is the magic of Stampin' Up! Coordination, because you can see the gray granite peeking out of that designer series paper there. Okay, there you go. And it's going to be lovely right here, but I'm not going to glue it down yet because I'm going to use some of our Pebbled Path ribbon. Now, Pebbled Path is one of our newer in colors. And I know it's taking people a while to get used to these new in colors because you wouldn't think that we needed another gray in our life, but it goes so nicely with this Sweet and Bundle and really nicely with kind of masculine or earthy, neutral kind of cards. So I'm just putting the ribbon on. There we go. And then I'm just taking another smaller strip and I'm going to slip it through. Perfect. And I'm just tying a little knot there. Okay, now I can stick it down because I didn't want to stick it down before I had gotten that ribbon on. How many of you do that? But yeah, I wanted to get that ribbon on so we could hide the ends at the back. We'll put that on. Now where's my lovely circles. Maybe I'll move this a little further to the left. We can use some dimensionals. I don't know where all my dimensionals are. I just ordered more packs. It's the kind of thing you think you have dimensionals everywhere and then you can't find them. Okay, we'll just use, you know what? I'll use my black dimensionals. They do suggest using black dimensionals when you're using darker cardstock or black cardstock, but I rarely do. But I am today because I can't find my white ones. Okay, there we go. Put a dimensional on the back here. Okay, and I think we'll just put a little sentiment. We'll just use a strip of Very Vanilla or white. I don't know what I put in my packets, those of you who earned your packets, but you get the idea. It's a light neutral color there. And I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. And we'll pick a sentiment from the stamp set. We haven't used our stamps yet. We've just been die cutting and using the paper. So we just need like a simple stamp set. Maybe your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. So let's get that out. Yep. And we'll put it on our block. Very important. If you're buying your first stamp set, make sure you buy the blocks as well. Okay, and when you're looking online or in the catalog, it will tell you what size block you need for depending which stamp set you choose. And I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow ink pad, but of course I think Misty Moonlight would be nice too. Oh. Did I aim it? Oh, a little crooked. Let's see. Sorry, I mumbled to myself when I stamp. Okay, that's not bad. It's still a little crooked, but I think we'll go for it. And we'll just angle our ends for a little bit of whimsy there, and we'll pop it on. Here are some dimensionals, even though they're the mini dimensionals, but this is skinny, so this is perfect for the mini dimensionals. I don't know where I'll put it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that is our card for today. Oh, you can see this one I did a little bit differently. I had it right on. This one I have going off a little bit. I don't know which one you like better. Do you like it all on the DSP, or do you like it hanging off a bit? Okay, I don't know if technology is, it's like we have a little lag here. Hopefully you can see it okay. Maybe I'll stop moving it so you can see it. Let me know which one you like better, the one on the left or the one on the right. And then check out just a reminder of the other cards we made. So you'll have to tune in next week to make sure not to miss the 4th card in our series of the Earthen Textures series. And don't forget, now is a perfect time to shop because I have my BOGO sale coming on right now. So unfortunately, you can't double up. So you can either use this host code that I have on the screen here that begins with an E. And as long as your online order is $60 or more, you can get the free class in the mail for next month. Or if you want to take advantage of my BOGO, go right ahead. And it is the perfect time to shop because then you can get new merchandise and then get from my retired stock free. Okay, so make sure to check the link in the description that takes you to my BOGO sale and learn all about it. It doesn't last for long. I will probably be closing it on Friday. So actually maybe Thursday. I'm flying out next week for work. So I want to get things done and packed and shipped before then. So that's it. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. If I forgot anything major, I'm really sorry, but I love stamping with you. I love connecting with you, and thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think of the card in the comments. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.